For the first time ever, Prahran Market is hosting the Wicked Chocolate Festival this month, and the man who had the brains behind the idea is my friend Tad. Yeah. Tell us a bit about the festival.
Yeah, well, the festival is something that I've thought about doing for a long time, but obviously you need a lot of help and support to do it. And Prahran Market tends to do a lot of festivals based around produce and other types of food like cheese and different meats and things like that, and thought, well, why aren't we doing one about chocolate? And thought, why not present the idea and go with it? What
a brilliant idea, because I know a few people who are a bit excited about a chocolate festival. What happens at a chocolate festival?
Well, we're trying to do a little bit different here. We want it to be very accessible and to also appeal to people who have different levels of chocolate knowledge or chocolate appreciation. So we've got a few different things happening, some discussions and where you can learn about chocolate, demonstrations, obviously a lot of tasting, and a lot of other producers that will be here providing different types of products that people can try for the day, and that was specially made just for the festival.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
I love that you think everyone has a different level of knowledge with chocolate, because I'm pretty sure we all think we're experts.
Yep.
I think we all know exactly which chocolate is our favourite. What's your favourite totally commercial chocolate?
I'd have to say a Reeses peanut butter cup, which I know is not widely available here in Australia, but my American roots, basically, that's one of the things I've loved to do, and I've actually recreated one of those, that flavour as a flavour in my shop.
I have to be honest, I grew up every single day my entire childhood and had a peanut butter sandwich for school.
Oh.
So I love peanut butter and I love chocolate, but I don't like them as a pair.
Yep.
Whereas I absolutely love things like mint and chocolate. Why does that go so well together?
Well, I know people that would disagree with that.
Okay.
But I do think it goes really well together. I think there's a freshness about it, and it's almost a cleansing, which is why you usually have one after a meal, kind of a mint chocolate. And that's what mine are geared towards. So it's sort of a cleansing of the palate and just sort of brightens up your after meal experience, I think.
So I have to ask you almost a silly question. Where do you go for chocolate school? Where did you learn everything?
Look, my background's actually engineering. I gave that up 6 years ago to do chocolate. So I have obviously a problem-solving knowledge. I did do a few short classes here in Melbourne, but largely self-taught and did some time in Switzerland as well. So.
And I know that a lot of your chocolates take inspiration from your childhood, although I'm a bit confused because I did see a cigar chocolate.
Yes.
So what happened with the cigar in your childhood?
Nothing. Basically, that's my version using ingredients to create a Tootsie Roll, which is an American chocolate, and thought why not do something a little bit different and make it into a cigar. So that's been quite popular.
Yeah, I think that would be quite popular as like a Father's Day gift. And
a healthier version of a regular one. So,
well, how much does it matter? Like when you create chocolate, in your mind, do you ever think about creating chocolate for a healthy version? Or is it all about just the taste?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I don't amp up my chocolates with a lot of sugar. I try to use as less sugar as I can. But I do think that chocolate is a luxury and that things in moderation are okay for us. So, too much of anything's not good for you. So I think, sugar's not necessarily bad for you. Too much sugar is bad for you. So
okay, fine.
That's my view on it.
And what about what's happening in the chocolate world? Are there trends at the moment? And is Melbourne really picking up on them?
Well, I think the handmade side of things is quite a trend. To be honest with you, don't follow the trends. I try to do my own thing. I don't necessarily go out and look at what other people are doing. That sort of bores me. I want to do what I want to do and to start from there and build on it. So that's my viewpoint on it. But I do think there are certain trends like caramel,
salted caramel.
Yeah. That's right. But I mean, it certainly isn't a trend because it's still here and it's a stayer, and that's one of my biggest sellers. So I'm constantly doing the salted caramel product.
With the lollipops.
Well,
the
lollipops,
pops.
which are new. We're doing those for the festival.
I can tell you they are amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, they look incredible as well.
Yeah,
so
that's all part of chocolate. It has to look good before you eat it. You start eating chocolate with your eyes.
So Tad, I'm wondering, I do have a small hole in my resume. Mm-hmm. There might be maybe an opening for me to put in as a chocolate taster.
Yeah.
Who tastes all your chocolate for you?
I do. And then I also have the luxury of being here at the market where some of our regular customers, when I have something new, I'll give some to them and see what they think, and they're usually quite honest with it, and which is a good thing. And generally they're generally positive, but there's some things they don't terribly like. Some of the stranger things. And
what is some of the stranger flavors you put together?
For the truffle festival, I did an actual real truffle and chocolate, and the people that love truffles loved the chocolate. I
Did
sold
you
out
like
of it.
that?
I liked it. Yeah, I'm not a huge truffle person. So from that point of view, I probably wouldn't necessarily do it. But the people, I mean, I had to keep making it because it was a demand. So
Wow.
I did.
Well done.
But,
That is definitely a weird chocolate.
Yeah.
I would taste it. I don't know if I would keep eating it.
No, that's right. It's the experience on the day, and that's what it was about.
Yeah, and things like chili chocolate as well. That's also one where like it's cool to try it, but you don't really want a whole lot of it.
Some people do though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get requests for it all the time, and when I'm out of it, because I try to grow my own chilies and use it and I don't have any at the moment, and people are quite disappointed when I don't have it. So
wow. Well, there's lots that you can learn from the amazing Tad at the Wicked Chocolate Festival. But before we let you go, do a quick on the list 5 with you. Tad, where is your favourite cafe in Melbourne?
My favourite cafe would be close to home, which is the Rippinley Food and Wine Bar. I also love going to Uncle in Carlisle Street in St Kilda. I mean, there's so many places in that part of Melbourne that are just incredible food outlets, and so I try to keep it local when we can.
And what about if you went out for a burger?
For a burger, I'd Tuck Shop Takeaway.
Oh, but they're not open often enough.
I know, but it's, good things come to those who wait.
Which is your favourite? Impossible.
It is impossible to, it's like, who's your favorite child if you've got kids?
Yeah.
It's hard to say,
Well, yeah. Hopefully that's a hard one to answer. Where is your secret Melbourne?
Secret Melbourne would be, I love going to the city. So going to the city, seeing a show, having dinner, and just doing that sort of thing, and really enjoying our food culture here, which we've got, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And it's so accessible, and sometimes when you're working all the time and just living life, you forget about that a bit. So it's nice to
that it's on our doorstep.
Well, that's right, exactly.
Yeah. And where would we find Tad on a Sunday morning?
Sadly, you'll find me here.
Sadly or happily?
Well, for me, happily, but it'd be nice to have a Sunday off every once and again. But
never get it off?
Once in a while I do. Sometimes I do close the shop because I need to have that 2 days off in a row.
Yeah, of course.
But generally we're here.
And where do you take a babe on a date?
Babe on a date. Again, into the city, restaurant, show. Love to see a show.
What's the last show that you saw?
Last show was Georgia Girl, and it was a great show.
Nice.
Great
It was a good
production.
one.
Yep. I'd also like to see a lot of amateur theatre as well, because there's a lot of really talented people out there who might not be able to be into the professional side of things, but there's a lot of amateur theatre shows around that are really amazing.
Awesome. That sounds like a pretty good date. Well, lovely to get to know you, Tad.
Nice
we can't wait to learn how to make chocolate flowers.
Yes, a chocolate flower, yeah.
And to temper chocolate. I need to learn exactly what that's all about. At the Wicked Chocolate Festival that is happening this month at the Prahran Market. Thanks, Tad. Let's go eat a chocolate pop.
Let's do it.
Done. I'm in.